How we doing, folks? Your host Moose here on the Pitt Panthers Football Network as the Pitt Panthers welcome the Boston College Eagles to Heinz Field for homecoming as the Panthers try and rebound from a loss to number 1 Clemson last week. That dropped, of course, the Panthers to 0-1 in the ACC, gave them their first loss of the year, and they dropped to number 9 in the polls. Boston College comes in with a record of 1-3, already 0-1 in the conference, looking to kind of snap their skid and turn their season around. But the Panthers hope to have none of that and hope to come away with a win here on homecoming on the Pitt Panthers Football Network. So Boston College will get things underway, kicking off to Quadri Henderson. This ball is booted deep, and Henderson's just going to let it go down for a touchback. So tail of the tape between these two teams. The Panthers are better offensively. They're better defensively. It's about even defensively, but the Panthers just have to stop this Boston College run game if they want to hope to come away with a victory. But Ben DiNucci under center here on 1st and 10. They send Jordan Whitehead, the strong safety who's been used sparingly offensively in motion, handoff to Quadri Olson for an 8-yard gain. And there's your big players for the Panthers, guys to watch. Quadri Olson, 561 yards on the ground this season and 7 touchdowns. Whitehead, who will be used on both sides of the ball, and Jester Weah, who's been okay this season, very hot and cold as a receiver. 3rd and 3, DiNucci on the read option. He plows his way, but Alex Officer doesn't get any push on the offensive side of the ball, and the Panthers will be forced to punt. So the impact player for BC is Jonathan Hillman, only 31 yards as he was injured for most of last game, but he's still averaging nearly 120 yards on the ground a game, and he does get the handoff here on 1st and 10. He fights through a tackle from Damar Hamlin, is eventually wrapped up and taken down after a 16-yard gain. And Wade, the starting quarterback of Boston College, will not be playing. Maurice French, of course, for the Panthers, will be out, so a couple of big misses for both these teams as the Boston College Eagles will have Brown here at quarterback, and he's going to run the read option and get taken down by Damar Hamlin. Anthony Brown goes nowhere. That's a 4-yard loss for 2nd and 14. Handoff again to Hillman, though, as he takes a sweep out to the left. Paris Ford, swing and a miss by the freshman safety. He gets nowhere near Hillman, and that is an 18-yard gain for a Boston College first down. 2nd and 7 in the shotgun. Brown dropping back to pass. He is run over and leveled. That's Salim Brightwell busting through the gap for a big sack. The starting middle linebacker takes down Brown to force a long 3rd and 16. Brown dropping back to pass. Hamlin coming off the edge. He's got him. He's wrapped him up. Another tackle for a loss for Damar Hamlin. Big sack, and the Panthers will force the Eagles to punt here on their opening drive. DiNucci under center on 1st and 10. Hands off to Quadri Olson, who's been just quietly putting up a fantastic season. He cuts inside a couple defenders and gets 12 for the first down. So the big guys to take a look at for Boston College, Landry's going to need to get some pressure on DiNucci if they want to do something here. And, of course, Hillman is the guy to watch offensively for the Eagles. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. They've got Whitehead in the game. They run a sweep to him. He gets outside, gets on the edge, picks up about 5, and that is going to be a Pitt Panther first down. We told you, Jordan Whitehead, he will be used on both sides of the ball, obviously primarily defensively, but he is a playmaker, and the Panthers want to get him the ball in his hands, much like they have in previous seasons. DiNucci rolls out here, finds Jester Weah. That's another big player we were talking about, and that's a 17-yard grab for a Pitt Panther first down. 2nd and 6, DiNucci drops back to pass. Plenty of time, looks, finds Jester Weah on the outside, and that is a 12-yard gain for the senior receiver. 2 catches on this drive, and the Panthers moving the ball very well. 2nd and 2 now. Henderson goes in motion, but instead they hand it off to the fullback, George Aston, plows forward for 8 yards, the jack of all trades for another Pitt first down. They're moving the ball very well, mixing in jet sweeps with runs, with passes, doing very well. Whitehead takes the ball on a sweep this time. It's 2nd goal. He's going to get outside, and he's going to be into the end zone. Jordan Whitehead, Superman dives, and Superman himself, who does it all, touchdown, Jordan Whitehead, and the Panthers take a 7-0 lead. It was a great play. They came out in the shotgun. Whitehead came across the formation. DiNucci hands it off to him, and some good edge blocking. Whitehead uses his speed, outruns the defenders, and he's in for 6. And we look around the NCAA right now. Mississippi State upsets Texas A&M, but Texas A&M, no wonder, 8 field goals they made in this game. If they could have turned a couple of those into touchdowns, surely they would have won. So Boston College ensuing possession now. 1st and 10. Brown hands off to Hillman. Plenty of room outside. Paris Ford swing and a miss again. That's a second huge missed tackle from Paris Ford. And Hillman's off to race us down all the way to the Pitt Panther 20. That's a 56-yard run for the BC star running back. And the Eagles are in business. Brown now running the read option on 1st and 10. 3-yard loss brought down by Elijah Zeiss in the backfield. 2nd and 13 now. Brown in the shotgun. Panthers bringing some pressure with Whitehead. Goes for the hit on Brown. They can't bring Hillman down. They do. It's a good stop. Brightwell brings him down to 9. But personal foul roughing the passer on Jordan Whitehead. That was not a late hit at all. It's a woeful call by the referees, but it's going to give Boston College, instead of 3rd and long, 1st and goal now from the 4-yard line. And they line up in the pistol. Brown hands off. It's McFadden on the carry. He busts his way through the middle of the line. And it just like that, the tide has turned, and the Eagles level the score up 7-7. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. DiNucci is in the shotgun to start this look. Not too many passes from DiNucci so far, and he runs the read option this time. Gets outside and picks up about 6. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers, looking to convert here in their own territory. They've got 2 tight ends out there. DiNucci goes play action. He looks, got a ton of pressure, finds his tight end, Chris Clark, who forces his way just forward for 4 yards and a Panthers 1st down. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Boston College hanging in there, 7-7. Can the Panthers turn it around and start to pull away? Tune in. So 3rd and 6 now. DiNucci is in the shotgun. Empty set look. He drops back plenty of time and overthrows. That's an easy throw for DiNucci to make. And he overthrows Ruben Flowers, and the Panthers will punt. Hillman now running to the outside. He's brought down. That is Sean Idowu on the tackle, but it's a 7-yard gain for the Eagles running back. Brown again. They're going to run that read option this time. Idowu with another tackle brings down Anthony Brown, but it is an Eagles 1st down. 3rd and 2. Shotgun again with Hillman next to Brown. He's going to go ahead and run the read option yet again, and Brown breaks through a huge hole. Paris Ford takes a wrong path to the quarterback, and Brown makes him pay, finds the hole. That's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. 1st and 10. Brown handing off to Hillman. It's just ground and pound right now. Paris Ford is leveled on the edge. He is having a rough first couple of quarters here. Avante Maddox, the senior defensive back, makes the tackle, but Hillman's got 22 and another Boston College 1st down. So 1st and 10. They've got McFadden now next to Brown. They run the read option. He's going to drop back the RPO. He finds Callanan, Charlie Callanan, for 18 yards against Paris Ford again. So the freshman having some growing pains in this game. 2nd and 2 now. They hand off to Hillman. All the push from the offensive line, and he is into the end zone. And Boston College has a 14-7 lead on the Pitt Panthers. So some adversity here for the Panthers here. Not something they would have expected. 1st and 10. DiNucci rolling back to pass, and he is swarmed. 9-yard loss as Merritt busts through the line. The Panthers had no chance. And unfortunately, they're going to be faced with a 2nd and long. DiNucci in the eye, drops back to pass. Finds Quadri Olison, who just chunking that yardage down to make it a little bit more manageable on 3rd. It's now 3rd and 8 after 11-yard grab by the running back Olison. 5-wide set. Matthews goes in motion. DiNucci throws. It's caught and hung on. A tough grab, but that is Rafael Arujo Lopes with a fantastic grab and a 1st down conversion for the Panthers. 2nd and 7. DiNucci's rolling out. He's got plenty of time. He looks. He finds his receiver at sophomore Aaron Matthews from Clairton, Pennsylvania for the Pitt Panthers. 1st down. They run the sweep now. It's Quadri Henderson. He's outside. Some fantastic blocking. Plenty of room for Henderson to spread his legs and run. And that's a 1st down carry for the slot receiver from Delaware. DiNucci in the shotgun finds his favorite target, Chris Clark, who just bowls his way forward for an 11-yard grab. The tight end is really making a name for himself in blue and gold this season. 2nd goal. They've got 5-wide set. Matthews in motion. DiNucci rolling out. Plenty of room. He's going to run for it, and DiNucci weaves his way into the end zone. The Nooch is loose. Beautiful run from DiNucci. Just took what the defense offered him, and that was a touchdown run, and the Panthers have leveled the score here at 14. Boston College, 1st and 10. They're on their own 25 now. Brown is back to pass. Jordan Whitehead busts through the line. Hillman's not able to withstand him, and Whitehead with a big sack, so he is making his presence felt on both sides of the ball. A touchdown and now a sack as it's 3rd and 6 for Boston College. They run the screen. Paris Ford looks to bust it up, but he can't bring down Hillman. Ford misses again, and Whitehead and Avonte Maddox are going to have to combine for a tackle, but that's 28 yards for Hillman and a Boston College Eagles 1st down. Just under 2 minutes to play now, and the Eagles are driving in Panthers territory. Looks like they're setting up another screen, but Brown's back to pass, and he is leveled. That's Keyshawn Camp, I believe, on the sack for the Panthers, forcing a 2nd and long. Brown back to pass again, and Dwayne Hendricks this time is through the line. A 9-yard loss, and just like that, a huge turn of events. It's 3rd and 29 for the Eagles. Brown looking, throwing. It's intercepted. Damar Hamlin jumps in front of the pass there, and it's a huge turnover. The Panthers play takeaway. That is sophomore cornerback Damar Hamlin making a huge play, and the Panthers will look to capitalize on here before the end of the half. So Weah goes in motion here. It's 45 seconds of play here in the 1st half. They do find Jester Weah. That's a 14-yard grab. He just gets to the 1st down marker to slow the clock down. Danucci in the shotgun. He's changing the play at the line here. About 35 seconds to play, and he's going to drop back to pass. He rolls out to his right. We know how mobile he is and what he can make happen there. Finds Quadri Henderson for 8 yards, who does get out of bounds to stop the clock. 2nd and 2. Olison's going to take this handoff, just churns his way forward for the 1st down, and the Panthers are driving here. Danucci, 5 wide set in the shotgun. Looks, finds Aaron Matthews. He's only going to get about 8, though, so the Panthers will have to burn a timeout to stop the clock here with about, no, they're going to play hurry up. Oh, and they finally decide to take the timeout. I don't want to waste any more time. 2nd and 2. Danucci, 5 wide set yet again with just 16 seconds to play. He's going to drop back. He throws. He's looking. He's found Arujo Lopes against an unbelievable grab, and the Panthers are going to hurry to the line and clock the ball here to save 11 seconds. That's 2 fantastic 1st down catches by Rafael Arujo Lopes to get the Panthers into great field position. 5 wide set with just 11 seconds to play. The Panthers are going to have to try for the end zone. Danucci, he looks, he's got Quadri Henderson. He catches it, holds on, and is into the end zone. And just like that, the Panthers have taken the lead, 21-14. Ben Danucci showed some fantastic composure on this final drive. He did have to count on his receivers to make a couple of great catches, but just like that, the Panthers have turned things around and head into halftime with a 21-14 lead here on homecoming. They're wearing the beautiful blue and gold uniforms. They want to christen those with a victory, of course, or continue to play them with victories. And they've been fantastic. The Panthers shown good balance offensively, 87 rushing yards, 160 passing yards. They need more from the defense, though. Some missed tackles have really been the key. If they can turn that around, the Panthers may be able to bust this game open in the 2nd half. But as always, tune in to the Pitt Panthers Football Network to find out. So welcome back to Heinz Field here at the Pitt Panthers Football Network, as the Pitt Panthers are looking to improve to 5-1 here over the Boston College Eagles. It's a tight battle so far. Boston College will come out with the ball here in the 2nd half, looking to even the score. And that is Anthony Brown running the read option here on the first play. He's dragged down by freshman safety Paris Ford after about a 6-yard gain. They've been running this shotgun rushing attack to perfection so far, and that's Hillman again getting just enough for the 1st down, 6 yards, and moving the sticks for Boston College here. In the shotgun is Brown yet again. He drops back, decides to hand it off to Hillman on a little bit of a delayed carry, and he does get through for 11 yards, through for 1st down yardage one more time. Brown over the middle. He's found his tight end Sweeney, who kind of fights his way through a couple of different tackles, chunks the Panthers for 16 yards, and Boston College moving nearly into the red zone as they attack the Pitt Panthers end zone here. Brown dropping back to pass. He rolls out after the Panthers brought tons of pressure up the middle. Chased down by freshman Jason Jordan. Eventually, DeMar Hamlin brings him down, but it's 10 yards on the scramble and a first down for the Eagles. Handoff now to Hilliman. Salim Brightwell with a terrible path to the ball. Hilliman dances outside of him, and that's a touchdown for the running back, his second of the day, and Boston College has leveled the score 21-21. The Panthers come out in a 5-wide set to open up their opening possession here in the second half. They find Quadri Henderson on the handoff, but he only gets a single yard this time, and the Panthers will be set up now 3rd and 6. DiNucci in the shotgun with Olsen to his left. He drops back plenty of time, finds Chris Clark, but the dependable target cannot hold on, and the Panthers will be forced to punt the ball away here on their opening possession. Pistol look for Boston College right now. Brown hands off. It's Hilliman. Fights off a tackle from DeMar Hamlin, but he is swarmed by a combination of Salim Brightwell and James Folston, bringing him down. He's up to 182 yards on the day already, so Hilliman really crushing this Panthers rushing defense. And this was an area that was a strength for the Panthers for the majority of last season and this season, until Clemson ran all over the Panthers last week, and Boston College replicating that feat this week, though Whitehead busts through the gut for his 8th tackle of the day to set up a 3rd and long for Boston College. Brown dropping back, looking for the pass, and it's dropped by the receiver Smith. That is a fantastic bit of luck for the Panthers, and Boston College will be forced to punt it away. 1st and 10. It's a handoff. Quadri Olsen busting up the gut. That's a 12-yard carry, and the Panthers get a little bit of breathing room out of the shadow of their end zone as Olesen's up to 58 yards on the day. 3rd and 10. Long conversion attempt for DiNucci. He's going to roll out and try and make some space for himself, and he's going to be brought down. That's a sack, and unfortunately the Panthers will be forced to punt it away, and Boston College with another chance to strike at the heart of this Pitt Panthers crowd and take the lead here. But it's 3rd and 6. Brown's dropping back to pass. He throws a screen to Hilliman. Paris Ford swing and a miss again. Can't bring down Hilliman, and he's going to turn that into a 34-yard catch and run before Sean Idowu is able to bring him down and potentially save a touchdown. 1st and 10. Brown running the read option. He is blown up in the backfield. That is that man, Jordan Whitehead, yet again. He's having an unbelievable game, and that's going to send us to the 3rd quarter. It could be next score wins at this point, with the Boston College Eagles tying your Pitt Panthers 21-21. So we join you back here for the start of the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and 14, a long conversion attempt as Brown drops back to pass. He finds a receiver. That's Walker behind Dane Jackson and Paris Ford in a deep zone. It turns into a huge touchdown grab. Michael Walker into the end zone. And we said next score could win. We'll see if the Panthers offense that's been sputtering here can do something about it. Ensuing kickoff now. It's Quadri Henderson here. He cuts outside. Nice blocking from the Panthers defense. He's got a ton of room for it. He's into Boston College territory and pushed out of bounds at the 44. So great return for Quadri Henderson to put the Panthers in business. A little play action. DiNucci fakes it to Olsen and rolls out. He looks. He finds Quadri Henderson. It's a big reception for the slot receiver. 28 yards, and the Panthers are into the red zone. DiNucci's going to hand it off to Henderson on the jet sweep. We know how dangerous that's been, and he weaves his way. Fantastic running from Quadri as he gets about 10 yards, nearly a first down for the Panthers. It'll be 2nd inches. DiNucci hands off. He's got Quadri Olsen. Gets inside to about the 2-yard line. That's a first down. So it'll be 2nd and goal now for the Panthers with Olsen as the lone setback. DiNucci's going to hand it to him. He busts his way into the end zone. That's a Pitt Panthers touchdown. And the Panthers have leveled the score 28-28. So responding to that adversity with a long touchdown, or a short touchdown drive, I should say, thanks to the help of Quadri Henderson's fantastic return. 1st and 10 now. Browns forced to scramble outside, but the Panthers bring him down. That's Barry Jenkins, the second, the freshman, coming up and making the tackle as Brown tried to scramble and roll out to pass. Jenkins brings him down, setting up now a 3rd and 18. Brown shocking. He's going to set up a screen here to Hilliman, but Salim Brightwell busts it up for a 0-yard gain, and Boston College will punt the ball away. So the Panthers take the ball over on their own 47. DiNucci in the shotgun, back to pass. He's got plenty of room. He's going to roll out. He's going to fight his way, and he slides just for first down yardage, and the Panthers are moving the chains. DiNucci back to pass on first down. Looks over the middle, finds Jester Weah for a short gain of about 4 yards as they're moving the ball forward slowly but surely. DiNucci back to pass. He's found Olesen out of the backfield. Very short gain, just 3 yards, and that'll set up a manageable 3rd and 3. DiNucci in the shotgun, looks over the middle. He's found Quadri Henderson, and again, short yardage passes for the Panthers. That's 4 yards, but it's enough for the first down as the Panthers move the chains. 5 wide set. DiNucci rolls out, looking to pass. He's found Henderson over the middle again, and that's a 9-yard grab and another first down as the Panthers move the chains, and they are just killing the clock. This has been a 4-minute drive already, and they've run the clock inside of 2 minutes on the Eagles' hopes of coming away with a victory as they run the clock down to 2 seconds. Olesen forward, 3rd and 2. He can't get the first, and Boston College calls their first timeout, and the Panthers are really going to have to think about this. And Pat Narduzzi sends the offense out there on 4th and inches. They figure if we get a first down here, we can essentially run this game out for a field goal attempt, and Olesen busts through the line for a first down, and the Panthers are set up with 1st and goal at the Boston College 6 with a minute to play here in the 4th quarter. DiNucci, 2 tight end set in the eye here. He's going to hand off to Olesen, bust it outside, can't get enough yardage for the touchdown, but he does get the ball down to the Boston College 3-yard line. So 2nd and goal. Just 15 seconds to play here. They hand off to George Aston. He busts it towards the middle to get them in great position for the field goal kicker, and they will call timeout with 2 seconds to play. Boston College calls their timeout to try and ice the Pitt Panthers kicker here on this 19-yard chip shot. It's basically an extra point, but you got a freshman kicker for the Panthers stepping up to take it. He's been iced by Boston College. Can he put it through the uprights? Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. And the Pitt Panthers have escaped 31-28 with a victory here at Heinz Field, sending the fans home happy. Jay Bump coming forward in the clutch, stepping up and making the field goal, and the Pitt Panthers have won this matchup 31-28. Ben DiNucci with an unbelievably efficient performance, 24 of 30, 225 yards, passed for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, leads his team to victory. That's all you can really ask of your quarterback. And this is one of those games that you may not have been at your best. The Pitt Panthers' run defense was getting shredded. You know, the offense was not necessarily clicking on all cylinders, but they did enough to come away with the victory and ensure that they remain undefeated at home, 1 loss on the season, and maintain their, trajectory to try and return to the ACC championship game this year. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like. We'll see you in the next episode. Hail to Pitt. Take care. Bye-bye.